start things off. Again, this is a live look out of Seymour, and you can see our storm tracker. I mean, we've had this thing 1 week, got it on the road today, tracking storms, tracking damage in the area. And now we're kind of wrapping things up as the storms start to clear out of the area. This is a live look right now looking west from our Color 10 studios, looking west down Division, off to the west, the western horizon here. And this is the underside of the anvil of this complex of storms, which is blown up across the Ozarks. And notice off in the distance, we've got a tower right there. So along the cold front, which is still to our northwest, yes, there's still going to be a risk of a shower or thunderstorm. But I think for all intents and purposes, for most of us, the threat for tornadoes and for damaging winds is starting to wrap up. This is what it looks like right now on radar, that line of severe storms starting to exit our eastern counties, but it stretches down into northern Arkansas where there's not been as much of a push to move the storms through. So on this trailing edge, there's still some potential for severe weather across north central Arkansas, and that means that areas from about Harrison, maybe south of Harrison, Jasper, east across Mountain Home, up toward Alton, and south of that line, still a lingering threat for severe storms. Also maybe up toward, say, Morgan County, Miller and Marys County, we could still see a few strong storms in that vicinity. The tornado watches have been cleared out of southwest Missouri. They do continue for southeast Missouri and across northern Arkansas. I would guess that this portion of the tornado watch, though, will get cleared out here shortly as the severe weather threat is winding down in those locations. On radar along this line of storms, we've still got severe thunderstorm warnings up and down the line. The big risk out of these storms has been damaging winds. You know, going into today, it looked like it was going to be large hail, and there was some large hail. With the initial storm development in Oklahoma, we had one storm that crossed the border into Benton County in northwest Arkansas. It produced softball-size hail. The hail that we've seen reported locally in our area with this line of storms has generally been golf ball size or smaller in a variety. But we have seen a lot of reports of strong winds and wind damage. In fact, earlier we were talking to Parker, south of Nixa, roof damage to a couple of homes. There was a tornado warning with that portion of the line as it was moving through that area. So the National Weather Service, I'm sure, will go out and investigate and see if there are indeed signs that that was a tornado that hit and that one location. But much of what we found with that line of storms was straight line winds gusting as high as 70 to 80 miles per hour, particularly from about Ozark east into Shannon and Dent counties with that line as it surged across those areas. Also a lot of lightning. We've had a couple of reports of house fires due to lightning strikes or power outages because of lightning strikes, and you could see all of the lightning activity here along that line of storms as it pushes east. Again, still looking at a lingering threat for some severe weather here in places like Alton down toward Ash Flat, maybe stretching back toward Jasper. As far as instability levels, you can see those have really come down. I mean, the atmosphere has been worked over by today's storms. Temperatures have dropped back into the 50s and low 60s, so there's not as much energy left. Even though the cold front's still to our west, there's not as much energy left behind for storms to want to fire on. So I think all in all, going forward, this is the main event. This is 7 o'clock. It pushes out of the area, pushes out of northern Arkansas maybe by about 8 o'clock. And I think we're probably done with the risk of severe weather after 8. Now, the front's still moving through, so I can't rule out maybe a shower or even a thunderstorm. It'll be spotty, though, along that cold front as it presses southeast across the area. Then tomorrow, cooler air is working in along with low cloudiness, and it's going to be tough to get rid of those low clouds, but I think they thin out in the afternoon enough so that we see some sunshine late in the day, and that'll push temperatures from the 40s into the upper 50s with a few spots maybe hitting 60. Looks like about 57 for a high here in Springfield. The upcoming weekend looking good. Sunshine Saturday and Sunday, mild too on Saturday, high of 67. Cooler behind a front on Sunday with a high of 57, and then cold as we get back to work next week. High of 46, likely a freeze that morning. Could see another freeze Tuesday morning, and then that will be followed by a quick rebound in temperatures. I think we may be in the upper 60s to low 70s Tuesday to Wednesday of next week.
After today, we look forward to some calm.
And we will get it for the next several days.
Great.
That will be nice. All right. Thank you.